Hey, what's going on, guys? It's KSD. You can also call me Kyle. Welcome to another video here on Black Ops 3. I get a nuclear in TDM, something that some people say is hard to get. Because, yes, it has been increased with 100 kills, but when you have, a pretty decent team and there's a lot of kills going on, sometimes it's very hard to get a nuclear on TDM, but I ended up doing really well. And the only reason why I think I did really well, to be honest, is I want to kind of talk about the Netduma router. This is very popular in early 2015, and now here in 2016, it's kind of talked down a little bit, but I'm going to kind of talk about it more here. It's a router that you buy from Netduma.com. It's a company that are gamers, and they decided to make a router that prevents you from lagging. So it's kind of like a custom router that you set your own location to. You can change who you play and who you don't play. And as you watch this gameplay, all I want you to notice is just my hit detection. This is the very first game of the day after getting the Netduma, and I play a little campy towards the end of the gameplay because I kind of wanted to go for the nuclear. But the Netduma is one of the best routers I've ever owned. I've had them all. I haven't had them, but I've tried the Netgear Nighthawk. I've tried the Asus, or how you pronounce it, that gaming router. And yeah, they're all good. They're all great routers. But the Netduma, nothing is like the Netduma. You can pinpoint your location. So I'm Canadian. So I looked on a map, and where my hometown was. I decided to pinpoint it right there. And then you can also choose. It's called GeoFilter. You can also choose exactly how many kilometers or miles, depending on if you're from the United States or if you're in Canada. And you can set it to say 300 kilometers. I'm not sure how many miles that is because we don't use miles in Canada. And you can also have a ping assist, which means whatever you set it to, it will try to search for games that is under that ping. So for example, I'm looking at my current settings now, which is literally recording this gameplay right after I got this gameplay. I have it set for 344 kilometers, and I'm telling the router to only give me games that's under 20 millisecond ping. The thing about this router as well, it also pings the host live for you. It gives you like a host ID. I don't really know what that's used for, but it tells you exactly how many kilometers it is from you, where you set your home location. And the server that I connected to, or the host, depending on who it was, I don't know how to work the Netduma enough to know if it's a host or a server. But whatever person I connected to was 303 kilometers away. And the ping, it tells you a live ping. I had a ping of 15.5 milliseconds. Now, imagine you're in a Call of Duty game and you have a 15 millisecond ping. That's like really fast. That's really good ping. Usually you're getting like between 33 and say 80 in a game, like when you connect, because the server, Call of Duty server, will try to get you to the best connection possible. So like, yeah, you'll generally have good connection, but this is like playing on LAN. If anybody ever played on LAN against their friends, or like, versus like, oh, let's just go around on a map. That's what this connection feels like. I'm connecting to somebody so close to me, and my ping is so low that it's enough to say that I'm playing somebody directly in the room with me. You can see how fast I'm killing these guys. It's so quick. The bullet registration is spot on, and I just feel confident with my controller. Like, I used to feel confident before, but once you pick up this router, your confidence goes way up, and you can ride this confidence as long as you want it to. So I did good this game. I thought, you know what, let's upload it. Let's kind of give this review on the Netduma, and that's what I did. So a few things I want to say about the Netduma as well. It's not just choosing a location. There's also a thing called congestion control. And if you have a very busy household, okay, you have your sister on YouTube, you have your brother on friggin' another gaming console, Like when he's younger than you, so you know he doesn't really care about internet. He just plays for fun. Here's my Relentless so far. And then you have, say, your parents watching Netflix because it's movie night, and sisters uploading photos, and it just, whatever you have. If you have a high capacity family, you can actually prevent it by enabling the anti-flood system. So there's a cap. So say you program the router that, say you have a 50/10 connection, you type in 50 download, 10 upload, and there's a download cap. So if you only want people to use 70% of your internet, there's always going to be that 30% that's never going to be touched. So there's never going to be an issue with congestion or lag or ping issues because you have a cap limit set on your internet. You can also prioritize devices. So like, okay, so I'm gonna get an Elgato capture card very soon, and if I say I'm streaming and I want my computer to have the most upload in the house, I can actually set it that the PlayStation will have maybe a 15% of my download or upload, and I can put the computer at 85% of the upload. Because in video games, there's very, very, very little upload and download speed. You don't really need a lot. It's all about the ping, and that's why the geo filter, like I mentioned earlier, comes into play. Because distance is what causes lag, and if you can lower down the distance like I did to 300 kilometers max, then it's perfect. You'll have no issues. There's also a thing called hypertraffic. I didn't know what this was at first, but it came. I did some research, and they're saying that sometimes when there's a lot of information going through the router, it'll put things on hold. If you put the hypertraffic on and link your PlayStation to it, that will be the first device you get internet on. So if, like I said, everybody's doing everything, okay, and your download capacity is only set to 70, but it still caps out because someone's doing something crazy, watching porn or something, I don't friggin' know. The hypertraffic will make sure that your PlayStation gets first priority. So you'll never have an issue with packet loss or high latency because it's gonna filter out that correctly. A couple little things that are kind of cool. There's a network monitor. You can choose and see what devices are using how much speed. Like as I talk right now, the PlayStation here is using 8.2 kilobytes. Kilobytes is so low, guys. That's nothing. 8.2 is the highest it's gone so far. My computer's using 7.1 kilobytes, and I have a 100/50 megabyte connection. So there's very little speed that's needed for your PlayStation. It's all ping related. There's lots of other cool things. The Wi-Fi is good, very good strength for the box. The box is just a little rectangle thing. There's no antennas, there's nothing. It's just a white box, but the Wi-Fi is perfect, no complaints. And honestly, this is the best router I've ever owned. I highly recommend it if you are a competitive gamer. The Netduma R1 router, fantastic. Pay the $200. I almost died here. I was scared shitless. I got my nuclear though. But yeah, pay the $200. You know, there's a little bit of a customs fee for me, anyways, because I was in Canada. I had to pay like $30 or $40 customs fee. I didn't care. I just wanted to get the router. Best purchase ever. I didn't regret it. I thought it was fantastic, and I'm really happy that I did make this purchase. And I highly recommend it to anybody. So, anyways, guys, this is the end of the game here. 39-0 with the nuclear. And I'm really happy that I was able to bring this gameplay to you. So if you like it, please like, favorite, and subscribe. Thank you so much.